Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down the attires worn by ladies in video games that were more than a little risque, with some bordering on the ridiculous.
さあ、愛の誓いの内容を考えておいてね。
Number 20, Moxy, Borderlands series.
Miss me, sugar?
To survive on Pandora, everyone needs to be at least a little bit crazy. The fact Moxy has the moniker of Mad to her name goes a long way. Not that it stops her from collecting husbands left and right. Might have something to do with her preferred wardrobe, which seems to be a combination of cabaret and clown. Her taste for the fine things in life has only expanded as the years have gone by, and along with it, her eagerness to show a little extra skin.
Oh, honey. If I thought you were Jack, I'd have shot you the moment you stepped up to my bar.
Number 19, Cindy Oram, Final Fantasy 15. Boys, her eyes are up there. While on the ultimate road trip to try and save their kingdom, Noctis and crew encounter this beauty after their car breaks down.
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
Luckily for them, Cindy happens to be a whiz when it comes to repairing cars, and seemingly against buttoning up her top. With her bubbly personality and handy ability to upgrade the regalia, she became a welcome supporting character who was all too easy to fall for. Alas, she's married to her work, so don't expect any dates anytime soon.
Come round and show me your pictures sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 18, The Saints, Hitman, Absolution. They're here to deliver divine punishment and look good while doing it. Nicknamed the Angels of Death, this group may appear as ordinary nuns, but are actually elite assassins, who happen to sport latex outfits beneath their robes. Symbolically, it's a way to reflect their true dark intentions while posing as women of the cloth. Practically, it's possibly the biggest distraction in the game. We're sure even Agent 47 had to blink twice once he got a gander at what the Saints were rocking. Number 17, Juliet Starling, Lollipop Chainsaw. What happens when you combine satirical raunchiness, a cheerleader, and a zombie horde? A ludicrously entertaining game featuring a spicy lead, complete with her own uniform that might just be a few sizes too small. Everything about Juliet is exaggerated. From the way she leans into her role as star cheerleader, how she hails from a zombie-killing family, and especially her outfit. When the game has an achievement for trying to get a peek up her already incredibly short skirt, you know what you're in for.
I performed a magical ritual on your head.
Number 16, Christy Monteiro, Tekken series.
Fight.
We get it, capoeira users need a lot of room to breathe given the acrobatics involved in their fighting style. But even then, we can't help but find Christy might be taking things to their limit. Ignoring the plethora of additional outfits she's got waiting in the wings, her initial look certainly leaves little to the imagination. She's without a doubt Tekken's most dazzling and alluring fighter, but she's one misstep away from having her top shelf exposed mid-fight.
Wait for me, Eddie. I promise I'll come back.
Number 15, Tifa, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
You might want to go first.
Yes, this is purely about the swimsuit. The internet-breaking swimsuit. We won't pretend that Tifa wasn't already enticing with her classic tank top, showcasing her beauty as well as her strength. It's just that her beachwear in Rebirth put everyone on blast, reminding us why she's top of the podium when it comes to gaming's greatest dream girls. Something that will never come into doubt ever again. We give Cloud full credit for keeping his composure here. We're not sure we could have done the same.
A lot. Good and bad. Ever wish you could just snap your fingers and forget the worst stuff?
Number 14, Armika, Street Fighter series. Japanese wrestling is no stranger to costumes that border on the excessive. That same spirit was channeled into Armika, a powerhouse combatant who can deliver swift beatdowns. It just so happens that her particular outfit is a tad more revealing than most, especially at the back. Given that she also makes a habit of taunting her foes by slapping her posterior, it's obvious there's an intentionally sultry edge to her. Not that it prevented her and Capcom getting into hot water upon her debut.
You've got some guts, but that won't keep me from beating the hell out of you.
Number 13, 2B, Nier Automata. Yoko Taro knows how to make them. While the world, lore, and characters are personified by their pain, 2B's design is nonetheless one of the most beguiling in recent memory. Pairing techno with gothic, the blindfold dress and high heel combo cover more skin than you'd expect from a Nier game, but this android still finds a way to make it enthralling. Even in the midst of battle, the outfit continues to accentuate her frame in such a way that you'll need to occasionally pause the game to regroup.
It's ready.
Right.
Number 12. Poison Ivy, Batman Arkham series.
No hello.
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Even if you're aware that a single kiss from her spells your doom, this Emerald Femme Fatale certainly doesn't make it easy when it comes to trying to resist temptation. All superpowers aside, a wardrobe made up of a deep red top and undergarments seemingly fashioned out of foliage certainly leaves an impact. Sure, she'll summon giant plants to devour you the first chance she gets, but you have to hand it to Ivy. She makes tree hugging look oh so attractive. Number 11. Mai Shiranui, the King of Fighters / Fatal Fury series. They don't call her the alluring ninja for nothing. Should you find yourself taking on this skilled shinobi as an opponent across her many appearances in a variety of fighting games, then chances are not only will you have to avoid her fire-based techniques, but also endeavour not to be distracted by her accessories. Something that is not made easy by the fact her uniform seems to be permanently loose, ensuring that for every punch and kick she throws, there's also plenty of top-heavy maneuvers. Number 10. Mileena, Mortal Kombat series.
Let us play, my sister.
This clone of Kitana fused with Tarkatan DNA may not have the best dentistry, but toss a veil over her mouth and look past the carnivorous psychosis, and she is quite the looker. This is especially true following her reintroduction in the 2011 reboot, where her costume isn't so much practical as it is an afterthought. Kitana and Jade are also guilty of this, but Mileena's design for the first few entries of the new timeline went beyond the pale of distracting. The fatality jokes write themselves.
Let us dance! You will learn respect!
Number 9. Jack, Mass Effect series.
Look, you want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. Jack's choice of upper garments consists entirely of straps, while the insane number of tattoos covering her body acts as a second skin. While Miranda might seem to be the obvious choice given that her Cerberus uniform seems way too snug to be standard issue, Jack takes home the gold here given how little she's actually wearing. We can only assume she's using her biotic abilities to keep everything in place, but knowing how hardcore she is, we doubt Jack would care if she suffered any wardrobe malfunction along the way.
Hey Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Number 8. Rachel, Ninja Gaiden series. When taking on an enemy as numerous and as powerful as the Fiends, a ninja will take any help they can get. That apparently includes a hunter with a talent for handling massive hammers and a love for all things leather. With her combat uniform cut in such a way that the majority of her torso is on display, we can imagine it took a lot of discipline for Ryu to remain focused on the mission while Rachel was around. Number 7. Quiet, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Boss, she's with Cypher!
Kojima, we love your games and think you're a visionary, but you're not fooling anyone when it comes to the reason as to why this sniper has to wear as little clothing as possible. Due to a parasitic form of surgery, Quiet is left with a condition that causes her to breathe through her skin, meaning should she wear too much clothing, she will literally suffocate. In short, the lesser the better. Whatever you say, Kojima. Number 6. Eve, Stellar Blade. As far as combat potential goes, Eve's standard outfit is perfectly serviceable. Unimaginably tight and prone to push the jiggle physics as far as they can go, but still not the craziest sci-fi loadout we've seen. And then you get into her customization options. It's honestly admirable how many of Eve's alternative nanosuits seem to just recede with every new unlock. From Playboy Bunny to swimwear to practically nothing, they really went all out here, once again leading to another controversy among certain public outlets.
Thank you for coming back alive.
Number 5. Q, Honeypop series.
Beautiful!
She's a love fairy. Of course her attire walks a little on the wild side. Alas, Q is also the most promiscuous love fairy out there, which just so happens to be reflected in her casual clothing. Along with her signature wings, you'll often find Q sporting baby doll lingerie, her underwear, and that's about it. Given that she's invisible to the naked eye, she doesn't really have to worry about public indecency. Except for the players, of course, who end up getting an eyeful each time they load up the game.
Oh, you know I love me a messy mulligan!
Number 4. Felicia, Darkstalkers series. This stray kitty knows how to strut her stuff. With a consistently cheerful personality and the dream of one day becoming a pop star, the last thing you'd expect would be for this hybrid to be any good at fighting. But as many Capcom and Marvel characters can attest, Felicia does indeed have some claws on her. Then again, it's not just her cutesy nature that distracts opponents, given that her clothing consists of next to nothing. Well, if superstardom doesn't work out, she could always try burlesque. Number 3. Ivy Valentine, Soulcalibur series. We guess the hunt for the ultimate sword draws all types, including heiresses whose clothing has only seemed to have diminished over the course of the franchise. With the task of destroying Soul Edge, Ivy's become a mainstay combatant, in part due to her signature sword style, but mostly due to how her clothing can no longer contain her assets. The fact she's able to fight so well despite her dominatrix brand of clothing and excessive proportions is a testament to her skills.
You know nothing!
Number 2. Kagura, Oni-chan Bara series. Starting off as a way to mock franchise lead Aya, Kagura decided to adopt the swimsuit and cowboy look for herself, and in doing so might just take the crown as the raunchiest leading lady to ever helm a Japanese hack and slash game, and that is no small mountain to climb. While we can appreciate her willingness to commit to the bit, given how little she's actually wearing throughout the game, we have to wonder why she bothered with anything at all. Function clearly wasn't part of the design philosophy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Shardi, Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. Armor in fantasy video games can take on a variety of forms. More often than not, it's about style over substance. That being said, we're not even sure we can call this armor because just look at it! The only protection Shardi's costume offers is against an R rating due to how it just about covers her most intimate areas. The creators clearly understood the assignment here. Maybe she wouldn't have met her demise if she had made the tactical decision to have at least something put in place to protect her torso. Which of these costumes left you flustered? Let us know in the comments.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.